Hey there folks, Wrel here. It's been a while since we've gone through the changes on the public test server, so today that's what we're going to be doing. I've also linked the most recent patch notes in the video description, but it's also worth noting that there's a lot of stuff on PTS that hasn't hit live yet. Some of it is prototype work, some of it is held up because of UI or code restrictions, or resources rather, and some of it is still in the process of being developed, like for example the changes to Indar. The first pass of Indar adjustments are on PTS. You can go there, go explore, have fun, and that includes not only changes to bases and surrounding territories themselves, but also lattice adjustments to reduce stagnation on Indar. Now the base and terrain work is done primarily to enhance cover, reduce choke points, and in some cases alter the flow of battle in and around them. In the patch notes you'll see a list of each base that's gotten hit so far, and all of these are still subject to change. I hesitate to call this an Indar revamp because it's really just altering a handful of bases with problem areas, and once Indar hits live, it'll also receive the performance improvements from the opaque Biolab domes, so this is something you'll be seeing sooner rather than later. The prototype alert was removed from PTS, which was an experiment to proof out some concepts internally. Wasn't actually meant to hit PTS in that form, but it's good to know that the mystery kind of got some people excited about it. Trust me when I say that it's not something that would gel with the game right now, but in the future, maybe. Also on PTS is the new Mayhem Directive line, which is basically a line for some of the newer reskinned weapons, and if you ended up buying the Ravenous weapons way back in the day, this is the directive line that they were meant to be a part of, but never were because we didn't have enough weapons on hand to fill out that tree, not to mention a reward, but now we do. The Heatwave weapons are in this directive as well, which will hit sometime in July, and the reward is a brass variant, looks super spiffy, of a yet unreleased pistol that will also be landing at the same time as the rest of these weapons. Speaking of, the NS-45 Pilot is a compact 3-round burst suppressible pistol that hits pretty hard. Now drawback is the bloom is high, so it can't sustain fire in the same way that other burst fire pistols can, but it moves more toward the underboss and commissioner with the line of thinking that you need to quick swap and deal high alpha. But it's also accurate while aiming down sights, so I think that it'll be something fun that stalkers can get their hands on. For those of you with concerns about all of the NS weapons, have no fear because new Empire-specific weapons are in the works. It's still a long way off, so much so that we can't talk about the details, but it's definitely coming down the pipe. IR Smoke has been made more teamplay friendly and useful overall, as it not only renders your vehicle, but also nearby allied vehicles immune to lock-ons, while emitting a smoke screen and immediately clearing any current Doritos, while also hiding you from being auto-spotted on the minimap. I do have no delusions that this will trump Flash Turbo or Empire-specific main battle tank abilities, or even fire suppression as a best-in slot, but it will certainly open some doors when it comes to niche tactics. A couple of the changes on PTS that are likely to also hit in the next update are the vehicle experience ticks for dealing damage to ground vehicles, much like how you get deterrence experience for damaging air vehicles. Infantry personal shields recharging faster, that'll likely hit live as well. That's alongside some new weapons, some Player Studio Ant cosmetics, and maybe some fun stuff that has not been unveiled yet, or at the very least we'll start talking about it. As a side note, depending on when you're watching this video, infantry gear is 40% off until July 10th, and flare guns, sparkler hood ornaments, and Patriot camo are available to unlock as well. And if you look in your light assault's ability area, you'll see that you now have access to Freedom Thrusters, which are they're max rank Icarus jump jets that stream red, white, and blue out the exhaust because America. Just America. If this video has been interesting, helpful, or entertaining, please feel free to like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and if you have any thoughts on the work in progress Indar changes or anything that we've talked about here, go ahead, leave them in the comment section down below. Thanks very much, folks. Wrel signing off.
it goes.